Which MacBook should you get?
The M4 MacBook Air or the M4 MacBook Pro? Let's find out.
The MacBook Air is the Mac that is a go-to for most people, as it has the incredible performance of the M series chip, all the features of a Mac that everyone uses and loves, in a thin and portable design with a big display,
as well as housing the newest M4 chip and being $100 cheaper. M4 MacBook Air comes in the colors Starlight, Silver, and Midnight, and replacing Space Gray, the new Sky Blue color. There's no longer any M2 or M3 models selling anymore, and now the base model has gone $100 off, and the base model features 16GB of RAM, 256GB of storage, and the M4 chip.
The current MacBook Air is the old wedge design of the M1 MacBook Air and under, and now has a rounded corner edge-to-edge display with a full-height function mode Touch ID. And the ports this MacBook has is MagSafe, 2 USB-C Thunderbolt ports, and a headphone jack. The 13-inch Air comes in a thin 11.3mm 2.7 pound design, and the 15-inch Air comes in a thin 11.5mm 3.3 pound design.
The new MacBook Air has a notch holding the new improved 12MP center stage front camera with desk view, which is a great feature to the front camera and makes it a lot better.
The 15-inch MacBook Air has a 4-speaker system with spatial audio, while the 15-inch has a 6-speaker system with spatial audio. MacBooks are known for their better power efficiency and battery life unplugged compared to Windows laptops, and the MacBook Air has an 18-hour battery life and it has fast charging with compatible power bricks.
The MacBook Air has now been updated with the latest M4 chip, which is amazing for the base model, as the M4 is a big jump from the old M2 chip that's been stuck in the base model for so long.
It features a 10-core CPU with 4 performance cores and 6 efficiency cores, a 10-core GPU,
and the newer engine.
The MacBook Air is a laptop I would recommend to most people who wants to buy a Mac. You get a MacBook with super fast performance, a big edge-to-edge display, amazing battery life, and a silent design.
MacBook Air M4, it fixes most of the problems the M2 and M3 Airs for the past few years, like now the base model including the M4 chip, support for 2 external displays at once with the lid open, and giving us a newer 12MP center stage front camera. And I think Apple has finally removed most of the major problems with the Air, but there are still problems. Like the lack of more ports, which honestly, I really think is annoying, where Apple makes you pay for the Pro to get HDMI and SD card slot ports where they're in the cheapest Windows laptops, and also the lack of a Liquid Retina XDR display, but I doubt Apple will add that, because knowing Apple, they have to find ways to differentiate the base model from the Pro, and the display is one of the main reasons. But in my opinion, the MacBook Air has fixed the major problems, which is actually great from Apple in 2025.
MacBook Air, in my opinion, is one of the best laptops on the market right now, and while it is more expensive than the Windows laptops right now, it's definitely worth the price. The MacBook Pro is one of the best Pro laptops you can get, with the latest M series chips, M4, M4 Pro, and M4 Max, an incredible Liquid Retina XDR screen with Pro Motion, more ports, and a new front camera. The MacBook Pro M4 has pro performance and features that the pros would use in a great package that comes in a 14-inch or a 16-inch. The MacBook Pro comes in silver and space black, and has a 14-inch model and a 16-inch model. With the MacBook Pro, they are all in the M4 family of chips, and if you choose the 14-inch model, you can choose between all the chips in the M4 family, the M4, M4 Pro, and the M4 Max. And if you choose the 16-inch model, you can choose between the M4 Pro and the M4 Max. Both models are edge-to-edge Liquid Retina XDR displays with XDR precision and high brightness with 1000 nits of SDR brightness and a staggering 1600 nits of peak HDR brightness. And this display also features Pro Motion. Pro Motion adds an adaptive refresh rate from 1Hz to 120Hz. There is also an option to add a nanotexture display, which reduces glare and makes it great for using the MacBook Pro outside. This MacBook Pro has a rounded corner design with the same full-height function mode Touch ID as the MacBook Air. This MacBook's ports features MagSafe, the USB-C Thunderbolt ports, a HDMI port, an SD card slot, and the headphone jack. The MacBook Pro has a notch like the MacBook Air, holding a 12 megapixel center stage front camera. The 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro shares a 6-speaker sound system with spatial audio and studio quality mics. And this MacBook Pro has better battery life unplugged and has 24 hours of battery life. The M4 starts with a 10-core CPU and a 10-core GPU and the Neural engine. The M4 Pro features a 14-core CPU and a 20-core GPU, and the insanely powerful M4 Max has a 16-core CPU, 40-core GPU, and an advanced media engine. Is a laptop I would recommend to people who want the best performance and features, and professionals who are handling heavy workloads and need the fastest performance on a Mac. And unlike the iPad Pro, with macOS you can actually take advantage of all the power the M series of chips gives you. So, which MacBook should you buy? The MacBook Air is a great option for most people who want great features, incredible performance, and a thin and light design. And the MacBook Pro is still one I recommend to people who have heavy workloads and need the fastest performance and latest features. If you're watching this video and have a MacBook, you're probably wondering which MacBook you should upgrade from. If you want to upgrade or stay with your MacBook, that's your choice. But if you have an Intel-based MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, you need to upgrade, as an Apple Silicon Mac would be much better. And these are much older Macs, which are becoming out of support, and are becoming slower and laggy. You should definitely at least get an M1 MacBook Air or MacBook Pro. Although it is the first Mac with Apple Silicon, and it wouldn't be as fast as the M4, you still get a big performance upgrade than the Intel-based chips, and you can get these at a major discount. Apple Intelligence is a new AI experience on Mac, and it's available on all MacBooks with an M series chip, which is both MacBooks mentioned in this video. It has a new redesigned series which is much smarter, has personal context and ChatGPT, writing tools to refine and add to your paragraphs, image playground where you can create images, and Genmoji to create your own emoji. And that's it. Thanks for watching to the end of the video, and feel free to explain in the comments what MacBook you have and which one you want to upgrade to.